Mall. Hey everyone, welcome to Marietta Antique Mall. It's Monday morning, 10:30, so you know what that means. It's Monday morning on the mic with Mike. So welcome back everyone. We're going to take who Howard is and who Bob today. We're going to pick up on our do-it-yourself that we started last week on our projects and what we offer here at our store. So, you know, I'm going to answer a question first. I appreciate everybody with their feedback and the questions they had on Facebook. So I had a question from a Joanne Copeland, and she asked, she's from Monroe, so it's pretty good that we have customers from Monroe asking us questions, but she wanted to know what an antique is. So what is an antique? That is a good question. The best thing I can tell you, Joanne, an antique is an item that has approximately 100 years under its belt. So if it's 100 years or older, I think we can classify it as an antique. So there's a little sliding scale there, but for the most part, if it's 100 years or older, we'll call it an antique and, you know, put that word antique in front of it and you can get a little bit more money for it. So a lot of positive feedback last week and the negative. I was Tron last week. People that know me say, hey, you know, you're just, you know, so today we're going to be a little more, so here it is. So however many times I say today, I heard I said a bunch of times every other word. So today till 6 o'clock, the first customer that comes in and tells me how many times I say during the segment, I am going to give them a $20 gift certificate to the store they can use. So count how many times I say here. I'm hoping I don't say it but a couple times. So this is for you. The first person that comes in by 6 o'clock tells me that. Let's talk about Howard. Who is Bob and Howard? That was our email. So we need to know who Howard is. Let's start with Howard. Howard is a product that we offer here, and it's a multiple of products, and I use it all the time. Any piece I get that comes in that is a wooden piece, I use it. It is a bunch of different products. We offer them all here. And we have a brochure here that shows you all the different products because I can only bring up a sample today. But what you want to do on a piece is you always want to start with a cleaner. So we have a clean and finish. It's basically a wood soap. You can put this on it, clean it, get the dirt, debris off to start with, and then you kind of pick what color you want. That was 2. 3. So you can pick the color you want here. This one I would probably go with a maple pine. You could use almost any color. We have cherry, we have mahogany, we have ebony brown. So you could use almost any color, but you want to get to the closest to the kind of what it is, whether it's mahogany, pine, cherry, you pick your color. And what you would do is you would use the steel wool. This is a 0000, a really fine steel wool. And you basically just get your color, you put a little bit on the steel wool, and you go with the grain. So you'd go with the grain on the furniture lightly. And always have lots of paper towels, and then you wipe the excess oil off on it. The next thing you do after you're done is you want to wax it. So then you would do a feed and wax. So you go over it with this after you get all the excess of the color, you wipe it all off, and then you use the feed and wax, and it does it. If you have a piece that's already done and it doesn't need to be Howard's, say you buy this piece here, Vicky's done a great job here already, it's already done, all it needs is a little orange oil. So you just spray this on it and it's going to shine it up if it's already scratch free. And if there's scratches, we have the little pen. You can come in, pick the color of the pen, and just hit the little scratches like this and then go over it with the color you need. So come in, see what we have. We have a whole booth over here. Carolyn Schenkel carries it for us. And ask up front, take a picture. If you're not sure, you have a piece at home, take a picture, bring it to our staff up front. We'll take a look at it, and we'll carry you back there. We'll show you what we recommend and how to make that piece look new again. So I hope this helps. And now we want to talk about fabric. We offer, I think, one of any antique mall, some of the best fabric. A friend of mine who I'm blaming because I'm tired, guys. Let me tell you why I'm tired, because they gave me a puppy. I have a puppy, 3-pound puppy, and it's their fault that I get no sleep at night. So I blame them for that. But great friends of mine, and I'm going to tell you something about them too when we're all finished. But I'm going to turn it over to Bob, because our question was, who's Bob? Well, Bob is Bob's Upholstery, but let me introduce you to Bob.
Hey everyone, I am Vicki from Bob's Upholstery. My father actually is Bob. He is deceased now, and my mother runs the business. We've been in business since 1960, and it's a family-owned and operated business. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of what we had up here at Woodstock. No, I'm sorry, at Marietta Antique Mall. I am so sorry. But what I have is, I do the Rethink Junk Paint as well, and I know that they did some of it last week, but this week I want to just elaborate that I have 40% off on the Rethink Junk Paint, and I don't know if Michael went over it or not, but what I have here is, whenever you have a piece of furniture, your very first thing to do with it is to spray the prep on it. After you spray the prep on, no sanding needed. You just take and wipe it on, wipe it off, and then let it dry for a few minutes. Then you come back with your paint. You put a thin layer of the paint on it. If it's not enough, then come back and put the second layer on it. Whenever you get done with that, if you want to distress it, you come in and you sand it. After you sand it, you can put a glaze on it. This is a clear glaze. It's a flat top. You can put this on it, or a dark glaze, which gives it this little brown hue right here, a brown gray hue, which just sort of finishes it up. So I have this piece that's been done. I have this piece down here that is done, which is done with linen and the gray flat top. So pretty much, so I think it's a great product. Everyone's using it. It's very simple to use. So it goes real nice with my fabrics. We have a lot of fabrics here. We do upholstery at our shop. As you can see, spring is here, so everybody's wanting the bright, cheerful colors now. On down here, I have a little love seat that we have done. Here is a table that was cherry that I took, and I did a lot of the glaze over the top of it to take it more into a brown tone. And as you can see right here, we have a lot of fabric. What I do is I generally cut 2 to 3 yard cuts of the fabric so that you can at least get a curtain out of 3 yard cuts. Plenty for dining room seats, plenty for footstools, just whatever you need. We do pillows as well. At our shop, I don't have this sale going on, so you really want to come down here and look in order to get the best value. If there's something down here that I don't have and that you would like more of, just give us a call, take a picture of it, send it to me. I'll see if I can get more. If you find a piece of fabric out somewhere and you don't see it here, send me a picture. I'll get it in down here. I haven't mentioned it to Michael, but I'd like to offer a special through this on dining room seats. If you need your dining room seats covered through the rest of this month, I will do them for $25 a piece. That is an unheard of price. So you just bring them in here to the store and I'll get them seen to you for you. This piece right here is also a Rethink Junk piece. Whenever I buy fabric, I try to buy the fabric that is going to hold up. Since we're not just an upholstery shop, we actually sell the fabric. I make sure that my fabrics all are good fabrics and not something that's going to tear up on you as you upholster something. So I hope I have been able to enlighten you on what Bob's Upholstery is all about. We do curtains and decorating as well. So with that said, I'm going to give it back to Michael.
All right, well, thank you, Vicki. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to do next week. So let's tie a lot of this in together next week. Let's get super crazy and put our PJs on together, make a cup of coffee, and I'm going to invite all you at home to come to my home and see how we do beauty on a budget, is what I like to call it. We have decorated, my wife and I, our whole house, all but our couch. I mean, I'm talking everything. We're going to walk through our house and go through every piece. We're going to look at it. I'm going to say Marietta Antique Mall, Marietta Antique Mall, Marietta Antique Mall, and show you how you can decorate a whole house, bedrooms, kitchen, bathrooms, basement, the whole house from Marietta Antique Mall. Because I've done it. And matter of fact, we've done it about 3 times over. So my wife, every year likes to change it out. So we're going to have you come in, and we will see you at my house in my PJs next Monday morning at 10:30 a.m. Thank you, Vicki, for coming today and telling us about your wonderful products. And I'm going to show you some things that she has made for us. So thank everybody, and we will see you next Monday in my living room.